So what I've been getting all day is you're the real deal. That you're not one. You know what I mean? And that you have allowed people kind of your whole life to not see you. And that you've just been kind of like lurking in the shadows, in the shade of everybody else, just kind of like watching, seeing everything play out. But that you have stepped into a new energy within yourself where it's undeniable. And people are recognizing that you are the real deal. And this, I believe it comes through that self-recognition, that you are seeing yourself now as like, shit, I am the real deal, huh? You take your mirror, you move it around, check yourself out, you're like, dang, I actually am the real deal. And this, it's not like you're putting on an act anymore. And you know, it may have been that kind of like fake it till you make it, or you knew what you wanted to be. You just weren't that yet, but it had already come to pass. That's why these like future versions of yourself were reaching out, holding your hand, like leading you down the path that was going to take you to what you have always been. And I think that that's a beautiful state of surrender and of allowing yourself to embody that energy of that which you have always been, you know. And people may not have seen that, and you may not have always seen that within yourself, but it's coming to a culmination point right now where it's undeniable for you, for those around you. And this was probably this is probably gonna look like whenever you meet people, or just almost everybody in general, when you're out in public, people will light up. You'll get the freaking cheese grins, the ear to ear, or you'll get the scowls. And those scowls come from people that don't want to see that reflection within themselves of like what's possible, the joy that can be experienced in this life, especially when people want to like consider themselves a victim and you're walking in that true joy. It really irritates the demons that others have allowed within, the darkness that they have invited in through their decision making. And it just, it fucking pisses that part of the energy off, of the lower vibrational energies. But that is also medicine. That's something that you have to remember, family, that you are medicine for people. Both good and bad expressions, or positive and negative, or masculine and feminine, all sides of it. You know, you are medicine for that. So like for the people that you meet and they light up and they can feel your energy, your essence, that connection to spirit exuding from you. And through tapping into that, it's like a beacon, like a lighthouse, where people are like, oh yeah, I remember that, to an even greater depth than what they have already felt within themselves. So it's providing like a doorway. It's a bridge that you create to others to allow them to step in a higher state of vibration with the Most High. And the ones that are in a lower state that get that reflection, even if it's claws out in the beginning, that also provides that reflection and that acknowledgement, whether or not it's conscious or unconscious within them. It's an acknowledgement that this is possible. And you know, even if they're like, well, fuck that person, who are they to be happy, or whatever the energy is that you get from that reaction, it's like a domino effect. And it may not help them that day, that moment, that second, but maybe 6 months from now, and they're like, God, you know, I'm over this. I really want to start getting my life together. And then they start doing things and following their joy and following their highest expression. And it's like, they'll look back and be like,